rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Okay. Rolling into the CrossFit Open.
CrossFit Open, which is weird because I feel like I was just at the games, and now
Yeah,
it's
you
the
were.
CrossFit.
It's like 6 months ago.
Wow, it was so close.
It's like half a year ago.
I know, but it seems like it flies by so fast. But yes,
Dude,
it
this
is.
year is gone. This year. It's
It's
6 days in the new
year,
year.
but
the last year went like super fast.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Yeah, it's crazy, but we're already into the new year,
Yeah.
and with the new year, CrossFit Open is around the corner.
I'm so excited.
And this year, it's even earlier because it was March last year, right?
Usually it's the last weekend of February and then into March.
Okay, that's what I
This
thought.
year it's I think it's the second weekend. So it seems like they pushed it back a week.
Yeah. Looks like, yeah, I was going to say it was pushed back a week, but
Yep.
For those that have been listening or with us for a while, we've done this before, but we're talking about the CrossFit Open today.
Yep.
This is a fun time. I'm super excited. This will be my, fourth? I think my fourth Open. This is like your 20th?
Yeah, I don't know. Stop counting after 6.
Yeah. So we've been doing the Open for ourselves quite some time, and as a gym, we've done it ever since it's been a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it's ever since the gym's been a thing.
Yep.
So we're super excited for this year, and we're just going to talk a little bit about the Open for those that are new to the gym or just listening and tuning in, just to get a little bit more insight of what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess the first thing is, when is the CrossFit Open?
Starts February 16th. That is, I believe, a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
They will release the workout worldwide Thursday night.
Yep.
Traditionally, it's been 8 p.m. our time because it's 5 p.m. out in California.
Yeah.
So unless they've changed that, it should get released at 8 p.m. on Thursday. We will program the workouts on Friday, but we have until Monday to complete them and submit our scores online.
Yep.
So that's when it is. February 16th, and then it goes for 3 weeks.
Yes. Yep. And we'll get a little bit more because Seth just talked about a little bit the idea of like signing up, submitting scores and stuff like that. We'll talk about what that entails and what that means. But yeah, it's February 16th. I think they have changed it because I remember last year they were releasing the workouts about 3 p.m.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, regardless, as a gym, we will be doing it Friday on class workouts.
Yep.
So whether you choose to do it Thursday in open gym time, or if you do it Friday with the classes, or you need to do it Saturday, Sunday, whatever it may be, we'll do it as a gym on Fridays.
Yep.
So before we kind of look at how we're going to do it as a gym, let's go ahead and just talk about what the CrossFit Open is like in the grand scheme of things. And I actually listened to a podcast just recently about this, which I really enjoyed.
Which one was it? You remember?
It was Pat and Bosman about
Very Not Random.
Yeah, I can't remember the episode off the top of my head, but it might have to do with programming maybe.
Nice.
And they were talking about like competitive CrossFit and the sport of CrossFit, of course, compared to like, the GPP and the general fitness. Well, they brought up the Open, and the CrossFit Games got involved, and they talked about the Open rather than just like referring to it as a competition. It's a test of fitness. And I like, and I like the way they describe that, because in the grand scheme of things, the Open's for anybody and everybody who wants to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the idea of describing it as a test of fitness, because that's what it is.
Yep.
They're going to be well-rounded and programmed workouts that are going to test you in the strength category of things, the sprint category of things, and just different dynamics of your fitness that you might not have tested recently or need to test.
Yep.
So, I just wanted to throw that out there. I like the way they describe that as a test of fitness rather than just a competition.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, because it is a competition, but it's also, it doesn't have to be, because you don't have to be competing against anybody else. You could be testing your own fitness.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about the pros and the cons of the CrossFit Open. And we're very neutral in, like, we don't push everybody to sign up. We don't tell you that you shouldn't sign up. We're pretty neutral about it. Like, hey, if you're interested after this podcast, if you're like, man, that sounds like something I'm interested in, come talk with us more, and we'll guide you along the path if you want to do it, to make sure that you do it safely and efficiently and the best way for you. If you're like, nope, that sounds like nothing I want to do, then don't do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to. But essentially what the CrossFit Open is a test of fitness. I like that. Over 3 weeks that CrossFit headquarters does worldwide. So it's not a CrossFit Angola thing. It is a CrossFit headquarters out in California. They come up with a workout. We don't know the workout as like gym owners or coaches before they release it. So they come up with a workout. They release it on Thursday. The entire world of CrossFit has until Monday to complete the workout, submit your score online, and then you can essentially see where you rank in the entire world. And there's a lot of categories in there. So there is like masters divisions if you're over, I don't
35.
know.
I think it's 35 or it might be 32. But regardless.
There's division, there's a RX division, there's a scale division. There's a lot of different divisions to be more open and inclusive to anybody. So it's not like you don't have to be a high-level competitor to do the open.
Exactly. It's a very, I don't know, low barrier opportunity to just test yourself. And like you said, the competitive constraints to it is not really there because you're just doing a class workout. You're going to have someone judge you, make sure you're doing quality movements and reps and holding standards as you should be regardless. But now you can kind of see where you rank within the world, which is cool.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very similar to like our benchmark series that we do every 6 months. Like there are some workouts and we're trying to push the limits. We're trying to get as best of a score as we can within like the reason of being safety.
Yeah.
Within being safe. So we don't want to like push it to the limit of being unsafe, obviously, which is one of the cons of any competition, any sport focus, any test is like you're going to inherently push yourself a little harder than you normally do,
Of course.
which is a good thing. As long as you're smart about it, you drop your ego and you know when it's time to like call it or quit or back off or scale. As long as you're smart, I think the Open's awesome.
Yeah.
But that's one of the negatives is like if you get so focused and so wrapped up into your score, you can make bad choices.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But that's where we as coaches are here to help guide you. If you're not sure about something, like ask them, well, hey, I think you should do this workout scaled. Hey, I think you should do this workout RX. Looks like a good one for you. We can kind of help navigate that.
Yeah, absolutely. But so just to kind of wrap up in a nutshell, what the CrossFit Open is, it's a test of fitness or an online competition that's hosted by CrossFit HQ. So they provide workouts. We do them for 3 weeks. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
So how we go about that is first and foremost, if you do want to partake in the competition itself, you would have to register online. So that's super easy. You can just do CrossFit Open 2023. It'll take you to their website. You'll get signed up. You're more than welcome. If you're interested in signing up, ask one of the coaches.
Yep.
The other thing is to partake into it. We as a gym will automatically be already doing it Fridays.
Yep.
So even if you're like, well, I don't really want to sign up for the competition, don't worry. You can still play with the workouts and still just be treated like any other class workout. You'll come in. If you need to modify, if you need to customize something because of pain, aches, can't do this, or whatever it may be, we will do that.
Yep.
And you don't have to worry about getting judged. You don't have to worry about, you just do your normal workout. Get your good amount of fitness in.
Yeah.
Have fun with it. See what it looks like. Yeah. Then what we're going to do this year is something a little bit different, although we have done it in the past. And that's what we're looking at on Fridays, where we'll have a specific set time as just a community event.
Yep.
I like to phrase it as that way because I think that's exactly what it is. I remember last year we just basically 6 o'clock became.
Oh, it's a party.
Yeah. It's just
It's a party with people working out.
Yeah.
I love it.
People come with lawn chairs. They set them up.
Coolers.
Yeah. That's exactly.
Oh,
Party's
I love
a good
it.
way. Yeah,
Yeah.
party's a good way to phrase it. So this year we're planning on doing it Fridays, and we're going back to that Friday Night Light style of things.
Yep.
But rather than doing 2 evening classes on Fridays, we're going to modify that schedule, and we're going to make it one big old class essentially, or one big old event. That starts at
5:30.
Perfect. 5:30.
Yep.
So Fridays, when the Open starts, we'll have a 5:30 class, and that'll be considered that Friday Night Lights event. You can come in, you can do the workout, have a judge, have fun, test your fitness, do the competition, or you can just come out and hang out.
Yeah.
So
Yep. Like you said, if you sign up, CrossFit.com, I believe it's still $20.
Yep.
Make sure you register under CrossFit Angola so we can like certify you and all that stuff. And then the other thing you mentioned was a judge. If you sign up for it, you will need a judge. You will need a judge. If you come to the Friday Night Lights, we will kind of help get you a judge.
Yeah.
The coaches can't all judge because we're going to be walking around, make sure everybody's safe. So if you're signed up, try to find somebody else that is signed up, and then you guys judge each other. That's usually the best way to do it. But the whole purpose of judging is that there's a set standard for every movement so that it is equal opportunity across the entire world.
Yeah.
So if we're doing air squats, like everybody has to get the crease of their hip below the knee, or it's a no rep, it doesn't count, just so we can standardize the thing. But
Yeah.
we'll talk more about that during the Open. But just know if you signed up for it, find somebody else that signed up, partner up with them, be judges.
Yep.
Friday Night Lights. Oh, I'm so excited for that. I love it. Yes, even if you're not doing it, come, show up, watch, bring coolers, hang out, party, whatever. Depending on how many people show up and what the workout is, we'll likely have to run multiple heats.
Yep.
Because it's hard to run a big class with some of the workouts that they program.
Yeah.
So it likely will not be a 1 hour, like 5:30 to 6:30. It might run over for 90 minutes, 2 hours,
a little hangout session.
Whatever, little hangout session. We may go out to eat afterwards. Who knows? If you can't make it to Friday Night Lights, you can do the workout in any other class. 5:30, 6:30, 9, noon. There will be no 4:30 class.
Yeah.
That will be open gym time. If you need to come in and do it because you have prior commitments and you can't stay for 5:30 or make another class time, somebody will be here.
Yeah, we can still help out.
But that's going to be the time that we take as the staff to set up for Friday Night Lights. So 4:30 p.m., no class on those Fridays. Other than that, you can do it at any class time, but I encourage you to come to Friday Night Lights because it's super freaking fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It is. I remember last year, just like that's how a 6 o'clock class ended up being, and then we had one class where it was like 30 people here. We had like 3 heats, and people were sitting with lawn chairs, coolers, and hanging out. So it's a lot of fun.
It is fun.
Even if you can't, like, you don't want to work out that late, come in your morning class. Come.
Yeah,
in the afternoon,
it's a social event.
Yeah.
It's a social event just as much as it is about the test and about the competition. That's really why I like to do it as a gym, not for the competition aspect, but more for like the social aspect of it. It's a fun way to blend social gathering, partying, and fitness all in one.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Definitely agree. So we've talked a lot about like when, how. Now we've briefly touched on it, but why? And that's just if you want to test yourself.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, or just to have fun.
Yeah.
I think some people get confused and they're like, competition. Oh God, I have to go against. Just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Just do it. See what happens.
Yeah.
Okay, you rank 100,000 out of 200,000 people.
Yeah.
Why does it matter?
Yeah. There's another 100,000 people you just beat.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
exactly. It's an opportunity just to kind of have fun, test yourself, and just even if you don't think you're going to do that good and you just want to try it, do it.
Yeah, I guarantee you won't be last in the world.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You will beat somebody.
Yes, I know, absolutely. But
yeah, it can be if you have that competitive drive like we do and you like to push it, cool, you can do that. If you just want to like have fun with it and still sign up to see where you place, do that too.
Yeah.
Don't place too much pressure on yourself because in the grand scheme of your personal fitness, this doesn't matter.
Exactly. It's just one little opportunity to have fun and test things.
Yep, exactly.
There's going to be new opportunities, there's going to be new tests that come down the road.
Yeah.
So
It's
absolutely. And then I think we might have touched a little bit on it, but for who, I like to always use the word it's for everybody because anybody and everybody can do it.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who you are. You can be 90, you can be 12,
Yep.
you can be 20. You could be new, you could be a veteran, you could be a couple years into it, or maybe slightly into it.
Yep.
It doesn't matter who you are. If you just want to do it, you want to try it out, do it.
Yep.
It's like we just mentioned. It doesn't harm you. It doesn't. It just have fun with it.
Yeah, and that's where, like I said, that's where I'm at with it. Is everybody's different. Like if this sounds like something you're interested in, cool, then you can do it. If it's not, you're like I have no interest in that, then I don't push you to do it. It's totally up to you. If you want to do it, no matter who you are, we can give you a game plan to make sure that you do it as, again, safely and efficiently as possible. Yeah. If you've done it in years past, you know how this thing rolls. Yeah. If it's your first year, then we'll help guide you along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the grand scheme. If you just have questions, just ask all the coaches.
Yeah. If you hear this podcast, or we'll start talking about it a little bit in classes and stuff, you're like, all right, I want to know more about this CrossFit Open thing. Cool, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we've done it for years now, so we have insight onto it. We've done it. We've played with it. So if you have questions, just ask us. Is there anything else you want to talk about in the CrossFit Open? I'm excited.
Okay, so there's just a quick little brief intro into what it is, and we'll keep giving you guys reminders about the schedule changes and the times and all that stuff as we get closer. If you're interested, get with us. If you're like, dude, hell yeah, I'm definitely in. CrossFit.com. Sign up for the Open under CrossFit Angola, and we'll have some fun.
Yeah, February 16th. So look forward to that. Again, if you got questions, reach out to us. But we will see you guys on the next episode.
Peace.